Hey everyone, welcome back to more Flesh and Bad, and today we're just going to be doing some more Zen practice for the upcoming calling. This is not my current list, but this is pretty much within 5 to 10 cards of the list. If you've been following anything of what I've been saying recently, you might kind of be able to figure out like what the cuts are, but I'm still playing around with a couple kind of spicy cards, so I want to kind of keep those under wraps for now. This board, we're basically cutting down like one breed anger just to kind of go to like 8-1 cost to see how that feels. And we're bringing the cosmics into the main deck. I think we cut the one of Winds of Eternity. I think main deck and cosmics kind of fine just to push to like 29 blues. I think like 28 to 29 is generally where you want to be, maybe even like 30. I don't think I would go under 28 without E-Strike, and I don't think I'd go over 30 just in general. That's excluding like sideboard cards, obviously. For our sideboard, we got Reacts, we got Snag, we got Weakest Link, we got a one-off Wax On just for like new. Warmongers for everyone, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I also wanted to try out like AB today, so if we get paired to Viserai, I do want to try out No Room Gloves. I think you can win without them, but I'm wondering like if they're just slightly better. I don't think you run them into Aurora still. And I don't think you need them into like. Well, actually, maybe you could run them into Aurora. I guess. I don't know. TBD on that. But yeah, I think Weakest Link also good into Aurora. So we got a lot of good stuff going on here. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the deck fray. So let's go ahead and get into the games. All right, we get an opportunity to test out that Null Rune. Let's pull up the Viserai sideboard. And I think we're boarding out what here? Do we board? Good luck, have fun. So let's bring in our Null Rune, try it out, and then are the Warmongers already in the deck? They are in the deck. Oh, we cut CNC. Yeah, that seems fine. Sure. They're also on Null Rune. Okay, interesting choice. All right, developing on Malefic as well. Okay, not bad turn one. Like bait functionally 4 rune chance. We do have Chase Aspect though, so I guess we're gonna do that. It does feel a little bit weird because we're pitching a yellow, but is what it is. Get our Chase. Do go. I think if your hand gives you a Chase the Tail, you're kind of obligated to play Chase the Tail. I feel like with most Viserais, a lot of the time what they do is they don't even attack on turn one, so they just build a bunch of rune chance. So like having AB going first or second, I don't think matters. Like if you want it one way or the other, I think you want it like in both sides of the matchup basically. But we'll go ahead and pass. So nice little 13 damage start, and we get a Chi in the deck, which is really, really good. Right, they do have the Mordred though, a little bit scary. 2 Malefics. Okay, so this is going to be a lot of damage. I think we want to hold on to this preserve, so I think we're just blocking all the physical damage this turn. It's not letting me skip. Oh, there we go. So we're taking all the runes. Pretty good start from them, especially with the Malefics and the Mordred. Kind of a nasty combo. Let's hold on to one of the Pouncing Keys, I guess. Just because we could like pop Pouncing Paws here if we wanted to. I think we're skipping the chance. This is kind of why like AB doesn't matter a whole ton. Like we're not able to block a ton of this damage anyways. So we'll go ahead and just give more cards. Plan being to Arsenal or Preserve. You know, you can just send a 3 cost at the or a 3 attack, it's fine. Obviously like low impact, but if we draw into another Chi, I think we're pretty much set. There's also made some debate on whether or not you should use Traverse, but I generally like using Traverse offensively as opposed to defensively. Yeah, like I don't think against Viserai it's normally good to block Traverse and Kasaya and then like make Zen State after, because a lot of the rune chain damage is coming before. Right, they're on Sonata, which suggests to me that they're on the more chant stacky version. Or I think it's like the world's list or whatever. card's pretty good. Into an arcane cussing. So we can actually pay for the rune chance here. Pay for the rune chance. Well, how do they... What is their follow-up to this, I guess? Can they actually push through the arcane cussing? I'm going to make them have it. Like, how do they attack after this, I guess is the question. I don't think they do. So, like, we block Traverse, we block with Mauling Key, and then we just send a ton of damage at them, and then we can threaten his end state at the end. They could have, like, a 0 cost, I guess. But then we can block that, kind of. It's kind of an interesting decision point. I think this is fine, though. Yeah, they pass here. Okay, so we do get potential arcane cussing value. So let's go ahead. I think we're using the Wind Chakra for pitch, and then we're just still sitting on preserve. So the Null Runes have actually been helping a little bit here. Let's get our aspects. Okay, we almost ran out of aspects. Okay. So something you also got to be a little bit careful about, but a little bit early in the morning for me. Okay, they give us Static. That's fine. The Norrin 3 here is also interesting. I mean, they're functionally like missing out on like 1 point off of, or most of the Viserais I see are on like Tunic just to send Reaping Blade every once in a while. Should be able to break this cussing though. And then we are still sitting on Chi if we want to make a proactive Zen state. I think we're in a decent spot. Again, one good play pattern with Zen, I don't know if I've been able to articulate this now, but I heard someone kind of say it this way, is that you should try to use Traverse offensively and Kasaya defensively. Like, there are very few scenarios, unless you're like dying super bad, where you want to block Traverse and then Kasaya and then make a Zen state afterwards, because you're losing, I don't know, a lot of kind of value potentially doing that. Like, Traverse is more of an offensive tool than a defensive tool, I guess. All right, so they say swing 3 and 3. Still block this, right? And deny the cussing. So I guess that's why the rune chants are kind of coming in handy. So yeah, we may just get rid of our levels here. We could also double transcend. Is double transcend worth it? Can I have the cat? Wait, give me the cat. Provide the cat to me.
Well, careful with him.
Careful with him. Okay, this is the cat. All right. So rune chance. We should probably just pitch. Let's go ahead and preserve levels. We could also preserve an aspect. Levels is like a stronger card. Also, we probably should have Rising Sun first, but whatever. We'll put a Breed Anger so that we can still keep our levels. So we drew our blue, which is what we wanted, basically. Because we didn't really want to get rid of a Chi in the first place. So we'll go ahead and pay 1. I guess the flipping doesn't really matter, because we're going to have to pay 1 anyways. So I guess we just pay with Pouncing Key. Then we block Breed Anger. So now we levels, activate Zen, get, how much float do we have? We have 2. Get swipe, I guess. Yeah, swipe's fine. Then we do draw go. I draw spinning, which could be useful next turn. We're still denying the cussing value here, or at least we're putting them kind of on the defensive. All right, that's 2 succumbs. I believe most of the Viserai lists that I've seen, or the one I saw from Worlds, is only running two succumbs. Because I think it's just clunky with like the aura package, from what I understand. Alright, they're still wanting to hold on to this cussing for dear life. I don't know if that's correct. It feels like this is kind of a lost cause and they're just kind of like losing a lot of defensive value. But I guess we're also like losing a lot of offensive value. Alright, so we're at bottom of the chi. Do this. We're getting a lot of utility out of these null rune gloves. Maybe this is the truth. So no rune chance, Reaping Blade. We'll just block with Tiger Eye. Seems fine to me. And then we can activate Zen. We can Kakara. Maybe we just get another 100 wins. Still have 100 wins, right? Yeah, we do. Oh, we could also get Chase. Yeah, maybe Chase is just better. We can just keep the spinning in Arsenal, I guess. Yeah, that seems fine to me. So we'll start with the 100 wins. There's also maybe merit to like sandbagging the chi. Like trying to figure out a way to drop the ocean in Arsenal. But I don't think it's super necessary. Because they don't have a ton of rune chance like built up at this point. Alright, I do get their arcane cussing out of them. I just noticed that. Pretty alright. So I don't know also which is better between Tide Flippers or Null Runes. Losing Shuko kind of sucks, but I don't know. Okay, they're making a lot of runes. Sure. So we can do what? Guess we just end on Warmongers, whatever we do. Get like another 0 cost or something. We haven't lost life in like 3 or 4 turns, so that's probably good for us. Then we can activate. I guess we should have Kakara before we activated, but whatever. We can get just another pouncing key is probably fine. Then we can either play swipe or we can arsenal swipe. I guess playing swipe is fine. Oh, did I say we get a Shuko trigger at some point? I feel like I said that at some point, but we do not, obviously. If we do get a Tiger here, we get another +1 value. Hopefully you can force like a really awkward block here, but like the block here, they're basically like blocking 3 over or 2 over to deny 1 on the back. Oh, also, okay, so we were originally planning on playing Warmongers at the end, but that doesn't work if they block this. Okay, this feels like a minor misplay, but if they do block this, they also aren't keeping like a 5-card hand for Warmongers, I guess. I don't know. Pros and cons, I guess. Alright, still reading the runes. Sure. So what's the line here? We do Kakara pitching underwinds, or no, Kakara pitching wins. Wind chakra. 1, 2, 1 something. Seems alright. It's not a great hand, but I think we will just use Tiger to unbrick here and push a little damage. Could also end on Warmongers if we want to just Arsenal Maul and Key. That's also tempting if they keep 5 cards. Wait, did they block with their own Warmongers? That's hilarious. Okay. So what does that mean? Does that mean we play our own Warmongers? Maybe. Warmongers prevents them from like playing out stuff and then capitalizing on their attack, I guess. Curious what they choose here. Alright, they're choosing war. We're also choosing war. Sounds good. So like obviously they have like 12 rune chance, which sucks, but not much we can do about it. Coming in for 9. Can't play Succumb, right? So, I mean, they've already used 2, so I wouldn't expect a 3rd. But they can't even play it if they did because of Warmongers. Oh, but we can't transcend, which is kind of funny. Or we can't use a Harmony and Wind Chakra to transcend. So I guess we'll just block Harmony and then keep this for pitch, play the Biting Breeze. That seems okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and attack with Biting Breeze. We can banish what with Passover? Banish. I don't think it matters. I guess a Gloom Veil. They already have multiples, but it's probably fine. Alright, get a 1 cost here just so it fits the curve. So probably like Breed Anger. Not bad. Feels like I have a lot more agency with the null runes. Like it's not just a full-on like vomit out damage and race thing. Like you can also be a little bit more patient with Zen State, I guess. I don't know. I think null rune might be like, one of these between Tide Flippers and null rune is definitely correct. Like I don't think you ever give up Traverse or Gasaya, but one of these two seems like it would be really good into Biz. Alright, we got the Dirging it up. Sounds good. Alright, levels. We won't gain a life off homage, but that's probably fine. And we just keep vomiting out damage. We'll do buff go just because we already have a card that we want to use. Should be game. Unless they have a random 5 block in their deck somehow. Like a 10-foot tall. Good game. Yeah, that seems like really good. Definitely need to find a slot for this deck, like whether it's Null Rune or Tide Flippers. I don't know. Did we actually use the Tiger well this game? It kind of was pretty alright. Its main Null Runes is just the Truth in Abyss. Okay, I'm kind of sold on that. Let's see if we can get another one. Alright, so we've got an Enigma, which is a little bit like, it's not actually as free as people think it is. I think into Enigma we board in our weakest links just for poppers, and I think I board out like 2 Tiger Eyes. I think I do something like that. Poppers are like semi-relevant against stuff like Phantasmaclasm, which can like deal you just a ton of damage in the mid game, and then you can kind of fall behind from there. If they basically land, okay, well we're not falling behind this game. Let's do Homage, Stir, gain a resource, and then Kikara. Alright, they play out a Restless. Interesting. I do want to leave back a little bit in case they want to try to develop an aura in a turn. So that's, I think, what we're getting Breed Anger here. So we can send a Tiger, make a Tiger on the back end with Breed Anger. And then we're going to pass here. We should still retain the Tiger if I'm understanding that correctly. Alright, so they don't want to play out an aura, that's fine. We'll put drop in the Ocean Arsenal in case we draw into like Transcend. Here's a weakest link. Could be a pummel. Pitching a Mirror Guy is probably a good sign for us. And then I don't think there's any reason to block this. Sure. So that's also why we drop Arsenal drop in the Ocean to play around weakest. Or so that we don't have to block weakest. Do we want to do Harmony this turn? Or do we want to save it for next turn? I guess we just start with Biting Breeze. Alright, well, Kikara. Alright, they have it, that all you got. That's 9. Interesting. So maybe they're bringing that in against them. Makes sense. All right, we'll go ahead and get Chase Tail here. Maybe just have Chase and a Malinki. So we're presenting a lot of efficient damage. We've transcended turn 1, turn 2. Like, things are looking really good for us. Like, this is one of those high roll draws that I think you just kind of can't beat as Enigma. Although, I could be speaking a little bit too soon. We'll see. We'll Arsenal Harmony in case we hit another Transcend card, which we do, but they do have Phantasmaclasm. Might be a little bit too late for that, though. So why are they keeping 3 other cards if they're just doing this? Why do I feel like I'm getting pummeled? Is Pummel Phantasmaclasm actually even that good? Could theoretically, like, one thing I would consider is even just like blocking Phantasmaclasm and sending 3 on our next turn. Like, it feels kind of rough, but it's whatever. I think we'll just go ahead and cash in our like Traverse and Pouncing though. Like, we have so much tempo at this point that like even a Pummel's not really gonna do anything. Interesting. 3 cards in hand, not playing them out. Alright, nice. Yeah, okay, interesting. So I don't know if Talshar actually like preserves the order of the cards, but if they had a Warmonger, say a Single Warmonger's Spears and then Pummel, interesting. I always like to just take a look at the deck list to see what people are running. So they're on this rounds on me, Truce, Sink, Weakest. So I definitely think you still want to go first into Enigma just to kind of control the board. Like, you do give them a little bit of tempo, but I think it more than makes up for it because like they're a lot of the time able to just deny you any filtering. Like, if they just play Aura and then like Truce pass, it's pretty bad. Yeah, very interesting. Oh, Moonchucker also interesting. Okay. Good information. But yeah, that was like one of the most disgusting high rolls I think I've had on Zen in a while against an Enigma. So glad to capture that on camera at least. All right, let's see if we can get another one. All right, let's do another Viz. Let's do, where's our Viserai? Viserai. All right, bringing the Null Runes. And then, yep, this looks good. We could also run CNC in a Viz, but like a lot of times they're just on Face Purgatory or like Face Purgatory or Crown. So it's not at its best. And then just running more blues is like always fine into Viserai, even if like some of the blues are kind of like anti-synergies with each other, like Wind Chakra, Warmongers, and Harmony, I guess, as well. All right, another triple Transcend hand. You love to see it. Well, not them. They probably do not love to see it. Sure. All right, we'll do Homage Stir, and then do we need a resource? Not really, but we'll just make it anyways. Do gain life here because we're at even life totals. And we're gonna just Arsenal the Grain. The Grain is a little bit awkward just because, you know, like having it, like you have to have an attack to target before making his end state. I guess most of the time you're always, if you have 2 Chi in hand, you're always able to probably use Grain because when they attack, their rune chance go on the stack. Yeah, but we're not doing anything crazy like making his end state here. I think we're just developing out Chi in deck. Alright, they give us the Revel. That's fine. We activate, we get probably some mauling here. Do you kind of miss Shuko a little bit in this matchup? Just for pushing through like lethal, but like I don't know, Pouncing Paws is also kind of fine. I do think this can end up being a little bit of a longer matchup, so maybe Tide Flippers is actually slightly better than Null Rune, but you'd have to like have an extra slot for it. You either have to just like not run Null Rune, or you have to have an extra slot for it. All right, so this is, I think, the calling list again. Or I think they're on the what's that card called? Blessing of the Cult and stuff like that. Alright, blocking with Rune Rager, pretty good. Alright, and we'll just Arsenal now to transcend for next turn. Alright, we do have double transcend, but again, it's not super impactful here. I think we're just going to take a little bit of damage, and then they could have succumb. I guess we should have... Okay, so actual mistake here is that we should have probably played 3 on the Rune Chance instead of blocking, because now if we're blocking, then we have to block Pouncing Paws and then another card, which I guess we're now priced into doing because I did it this way, but I think it's okay. Sure. Feels a little bit bad to use it like this, but that was kind of my mistake. We should have paid into the Rune Chance to play around Succumb and then let the physical damage through. Alright, so we'll start with Harmony. See what we get. Oh, just fucking disgusting. Yeah, you can go for now. That's fine. So we'll just get our off the top chase aspect. Fucking, that is why they call me the best at this game. Swear to God. People say this card never hits. Those are low skill players. They just haven't figured out the net code of Talishar yet. But absolutely fucking disgusting. That's one of the reasons why I like pay attention to combo count in deck. Like, obviously, like hitting a chase aspect there. Like, if you're running hard, like pretty much any Zen deck is going to be able to do that. But the more you hit off Harmony, like, oh my god, it's just so good. Okay, but yeah, we get to develop out our entire turn here. We're still sitting on Transcend for when we need it. And things are looking really good. And then we just have double Transcend again. Nice. These Zen high rolls are kind of disgusting. Alright, the Gloom Veil. I feel like we should pay into this. If we pay into it, these Tunic, and then they can send another 2 Rune Chance. So I think we're supposed to actually... oh, actually, we should double Transcend instead. Sorry. Yeah, go do again. So we let the Malefic resolve, and then we Grain Reserve. Oh, we can actually even Cosmic them if we want to. That's kind of funny. I don't think that's right, though. Gain a resource. Gain a resource. And then we'll pay 1 into the Rune Chant. Let the Malefic resolve. Viserai resolves, and then Swarming comes in, but we don't have to worry about Thoughtseize. That seems fine. I don't think Cosmic is actually correct because they can just like face Purgatory me, and then I'm not able to keep an Arsenal. Alright, so we got 3 more runes coming in. I think we're just locked into chase aspecting, so paying for the runes. Oh, this is unpreventable, right? That's fine. So we'll skip the Rune Chance. Skip that as well. Okay, so maybe we should have blocked a little bit more of the what's that card called? Swarming. Alright, they have a drawn, they draw a card. They can still technically threaten Succumb here. So I guess we should respect it with one of our aspects. Or I guess we should respect it with Cosmic and then block, or just use this to do another chase aspect line. Seems right. Alright, we'll go ahead and Kakara. We're still also playing around Face Purgatory here. Like, we have the extra aspect in case they want to try to throw us off Trace the Tail. But things are looking just so disgusting this game. Like absolute high roll of a game. Like we basically had chi every turn. We hit off harmony. Like kind of disgusting. And they're still just not able to develop out a ton of rune chance with how much pressure we're sending. Alright, block with swarming probably makes sense if they don't want to give me traverse next turn, which is probably wise. Or maybe they do. Yeah, we'll take the rune chant, and then I think we are just gonna pop traverse offensively here. Seems worth. Still have 2 chase the tails in the deck. Oh my god, we have 5 chi already developed. Also disgusting. Alright, so here I think we're just doing chase aspects. Yeah. I feel like I say that a lot in terms of like, oh, I guess we're just doing chase aspect, but like 95% of the time that's like the correct play. uh like daring today, aren't we? Playing chase the tail and aspect. Alright, we'll activate Zen, we'll get our chase, we'll play growl. I guess we'll growl now. It's 2 and 3 versus 1 and 4. Actually, it's better to play growl, I think, later, right? I was thinking about Shuko trigger. Yeah, I think it's slightly more annoying to play growl after chase. A lot of micro optimizations like that you can make. If they want to try to keep a huge hand here, I think we're just going to Warmongers them. Alright, play another 100 wins. Then Warmongers. Just absolutely disgusting. Yeah, the null runes have actually felt quite good. Just one of these two needs to be null rune, I think. All right, we'll do war. Pass back. Could obviously get punished by war because we have a lot of non-attack or actions like harmony, but I think it's okay. They play out Mordred, so they're just doing a peace turn. That's fine. All right, a lot of malefics. Okay, seems like we did a pretty good job ruining their turn. Can't play another Warmongers, unfortunately, but we can threaten a lot of lethal breakpoints. Then I guess we'll attack with Kakara and then pop our pause. I think we're fine like IPing ourselves. Well, we don't really have an option, but we're fine kind of keeping these 2 cards. I think we'll just put this card in Arsenal just so we can block with it because they're probably going to have a decent sized turn next turn. Maybe. They still only have like 4 rune chance developed, so they need to get value off these malefics over the course of like a couple different turns. All right, we get creepers as well. Kind of happy with that. All right, that's fine. We'll go ahead and Arsenal Tiger Eye. We just keep the blue in hand in case we need a paper rune chance. Oh, we also have Zen State. Oh, just fucking disgusting. Yeah. So Zen State. Pretty good here, right? Like this says go again. It basically ruins their whole turn. Yeah. Skip all rune chance. 0, 0, 0. Bull block a Tiger Eye. Just get another annoying breakpoint for next turn. I think we're in pretty good shape. All right, we'll skip again. Then kind of also just like okay blocking here a little bit. Like I don't think there's any reason we need to leak damage here. We could just strip him of cards though. I'm kind of fine with that, like 2 and 1. I don't know if we need to keep warmongers in Arsenal with how far ahead we are. Wait, why does end state have a toggle? What happens when I click this button? Is there a trigger that goes on the stack? Is that how it works? I'm deeply... Okay, now I need to figure out what this button does. I feel like I've not noticed this until now. Like, why is this here? Interesting. Alright, Runic. Into Reaping Blade. I think we can take the Reaping Blade damage here. Probably is fine. Alright, Zen State goes away. I don't actually know if that's its... Yeah, I don't know what that toggle did. But anyways, we have levels, so I think it's probably game over. We'll get our Tiger Swipe here. Oh, we could have gotten like 100 wins. I guess it's kind of the same. Do draw go. Or we can do buff go, actually. It's probably lethal. Yeah, buff go probably is just lethal. It's not necessarily lethal if we don't buff here. They could also face Purgatory us here. It's kind of interesting. They don't have it though. Yeah, maybe we were supposed to get like Aspect or something, just to have guaranteed Tiger. Oh, we don't have an Aspect though, do we? Yeah, we don't. Okay, that's fine though. Yeah, Null Runes are actually kind of worthwhile, I feel like. Alright, we get the face in that, and then finish on 100 wins. Could have React here. Oh no, they can't have React. Oh, they can use Tunic and pull React if they have a good game. Woo. Yeah, Null Runes are putting in work. I actually need to find a slot for those somewhere. It's either Tide Flippers or one of the two. Let me know if what you guys think. I think it's pretty close between the two, but I'm not 100%. All right, well, I think that's gonna wrap up the games for today. Thank you all for watching. Pretty fucking disgusting games, actually. If I don't mind me, sorry, pretty fucking disgusting games if you ask me. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Thanks. Bye.